The reality is, we now have two Ohio's. An Ohio that is vaccinated and protected on the one hand, and an Ohio that is unvaccinated and vulnerable to Delta on the other.
Good morning and thank you so much for joining us for NBC4 Midday. I'm Andrea Henderson. Right now, the top health leaders in the state of Ohio are worried about the spread of the Delta variant. Dr. Bruce Vanderhoff, the state's chief medical officer, says there is one way to stop the spread of this dangerous variant: for more people to get vaccinated. He says a snapshot of COVID data shows that the Delta variant is rapidly spreading and is on track to become the dominant strain in Ohio. One reason is why the way it spreads.
The key message that I describe to my patients and to individuals and groups that I speak with is the way the virus is transmitted from my mouth or my nose to your mouth or your nose is still the same as it was before. But what the Delta variant, the difference for the Delta variant is it takes less of the virus going from my mouth or my nose to yours to potentially infect you.
Dr. Andrew Thomas says hospitalizations are starting to rise, but it's not a doubling or tripling like early on in the pandemic. And tracking the latest coronavirus numbers and trends in the Buckeye State, yesterday the Ohio Department of Health reported 344 new COVID cases along with 31 new reported deaths, pushing the state's total to 20,411. When it comes to vaccinations, more than 5.2 million Ohioans have completed the vaccination process. That's more than 45% of the state's population. Ohio could soon offer more reasons to roll up your sleeve. This week, the governor said he'll be announcing another incentive program to encourage Ohioans to get that COVID-19 vaccine. NBC4's Catherine Ross has more on the effort to boost lagging vaccination rates.
Well, so far the governor hasn't given us many details about this next round of incentives, but word of them comes as less than half of Ohio's population is fully vaccinated. Now, on Tuesday, Governor Mike DeWine talked about an upcoming program during a ribbon cutting ceremony. He says an announcement is coming within the next several weeks and mentioned the new incentives could be smaller prizes with more winners than the Vax-A-Million lottery. That drawing, you probably remember, awarded 5 people with $1 million and 5 young people with full ride scholarships for getting the shot. It drew mixed reviews, but Governor DeWine called it successful. Right now, it's unclear when we could learn more about that upcoming incentive program. Now, Ohio was one of the first states to offer major incentives for getting this shot, but other states, cities, and even providers soon followed suit, including here in Columbus, where you can receive up to $100 for receiving your shot at certain clinics. Local for you in Columbus, Catherine Ross, NBC4.
Catherine, thank you. And as the push continues to get people vaccinated, new COVID cases numbers are climbing, doubling in the last 3 weeks nationally. This comes as school districts across the country work on plans to return to traditional learning this fall. There are growing concerns about that return, with only a third of the 25 million children 12 to 17 eligible to be vaccinated taking that step.
The threat is incredibly real, and we're already seeing surges in parts of the country where there are high pockets of unvaccinated people. Add to that an in-person school attendance of primarily unvaccinated children, and you have an opportunity for these surges in hotspots.
Medical experts say it takes about 5 weeks to be considered fully vaccinated, so parents wanting to vaccinate their children before the start of school should act quickly.